Hey, welcome to Super Social Club. I'm Jeremy, and today I have Lagavulin 16 versus Lagavulin Distillers Edition. Both of them 43%, both of them 16 years old, but the Distillers Edition has an extra maturation in PX sherry casks. About $50 more in most markets for the Distillers Edition. I'll let you know if that 35% increase is worth it after I nose them, taste them, and give them a mark. Alright, starting with the original 16-year-old on the nose. So the first thing you get is campfire ash. Like burnt down, campfire, maybe even like the second day after it's all completely ashed out. Definitely smells like that. Then behind that, you get the sweetness. Definitely get like cherries and like cherry flavored popsicle. Really, really nice. I love that. A little bit of saltiness. A little bit of like almost like seafood, kind of like oysters. Some like licorice for sure. Really, really nice. Super, super pleasant on the nose. And again, that like the peat, it's more like a campfire smokiness rather than like an iodide, Lafroig or Ardbeg kind of style. Very pleasant. Let's go palate. If you took like campfire smoke and like liquefied it and threw a couple of drops in here, that's exactly what it would taste like. Then after that, you get the sweetness again, just like the nose. You get those cherry notes, maybe a little bit of fig, perhaps, a little bit of saltiness, a little bit of oakiness as well. Maybe like a celery kind of note, but really, really nice. Finish, I'd say it's like medium long kind of finish. The sweetness lingers, the smoke lingers. Just an overall really nice, enjoyable dram. Score-wise for me on this one, nice solid 88 out of 100. And for value, this one cost me 120 Canadian dollars. That's a little more than the rest of the world, and now I think the LCBO has jacked this up another 10 bucks. So value-wise, I think I'm going to take off a half point and go 87.5 out of 100. But if you can find this one for, $70 US, I think is usually where it is. Great buy at that price. All right, let's move on to the Distillers Edition. All right, the main difference here is that this one is double matured. It spends a finishing period in a PX sherry cask. I think it's rumored like around 8 or 9 months. I don't think it's a full year because then this would probably be 17 years old and it's still 16 years old. So let's see what it is on the nose. So definitely more sweetness to the forefront on this one. The smokiness, where you get here in the forefront, it kind of takes a little bit of a back seat to the sweetness, but it's still definitely there. I get the cherries, definitely. I get that cherry popsicle still. And I get a lot of like charred oakiness. The oak is like really, really prevalent here. More so definitely than the original. And definitely that charred oakiness. But yeah, more sweetness for sure. Let's go palate. Smoke more on the palate for sure. There's that smoke. You can definitely pick it out easily. Still get that sweetness, that PX sherry definitely coming through. You get like almost like Amaretto, like Amaretto liqueur. Definitely like that sweet kind of like almondy taste. That's really good. A little bit of orange, maybe like a little orange marmalade. Oakiness, again, that charred oak. Finish, longer finish here. I'll say definitely long finish. Sweetness sticks around. That charred oak and that cherry note. Really, really nicely balanced in there. More so on the finish than on the palate or on the nose. Yeah, the balance seems a bit off. Nose, palate, but then finish, you kind of just all comes together perfectly. It's really nice whiskey. Score-wise for me on this one, I'm going to give it 88.5 out of 100, but I'm going to knock off a half point for value. I just think with the 35% price increase from the original to the Distillers edition, you're not quite getting 35% better whiskey, in my opinion. Yes, it's sweeter. Yes, the finish is a little better. Maybe like a little bit of added depth from the PX Sherry finish. But what that's adding is also maybe taking away just a little bit from what you're getting in this one. So I think the price kind of isn't justified in that regard. However, they're both really, really nice whiskeys. If you haven't had any Lagavulin before, definitely pick up the 16-year-old. It's a really nice whiskey. And if you're a fan of the 16-year-old and you want to move on, I would recommend buying this one. Even though it is a little bit more money, you kind of, if you're a Lagavulin fan, you'll definitely appreciate this finish as well. So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think. How much do you like the Lagavulin 16-year-old? Is it one of your go-tos? Is it one that you always kind of have stocked in the bar? I think I've always kind of had a bottle of this around for the most part. And if you tried Distillers Edition, let me know your thoughts on that. Is it a big improvement, a little improvement, no improvement at all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Love to hear what you think. Make sure you subscribe. This channel is going to have some awesome giveaways coming up. Between me and Whiskey in the Six, I think we give away some of the best samples on the YouTube community. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss out on those. Appreciate it as always, guys. Have a good one. Cheers.